what's up, YouTube fam? It's Dark Angel's Journey. I'm Shakira. So, it's been an interesting week. Um, the markets played out partially as expected, and then did other things that I wasn't expecting. But on a personal note, my mom is also yet again in the hospital, so I really wasn't able to focus on the charts this week. So I've only actually ended up taking 3 trades. So I wanted to do some back testing today. Um, I can share my demo accounts because I'm now trading the micros, starting with the 10K dollar value, 5 micros. And actually, it's less stressful. Oh my God. Um, so I figured we could do some backtesting on ES since I haven't actually been trading that. And I'll show you the trades that I did take this week. And let's get some practice in. All right. Let's get tiny. All right. So let's head on over here. And let's get into the super charts. Let's take a look at our NASDAQ. Is that my NASDAQ clean? Yes. All right. Yes, let's connect that so I can share with you where we are. So start with 10K. Actually, this 120 should have been a lot more on so what, 22nd? What day was that? Tuesday, I think. Let's look at a calendar. Yeah, so Tuesdays when I Monday I could have taken trades, but I chose to just kind of tape read and watch the day. And then yesterday I had a couple things that I wanted to trade, tape read, because I didn't really understand how the news is gonna cause things. It has a couple tape read options in here as well. But anyway, let's go back to what day is this? It's Wednesday, Tuesday. Let's take a look at Tuesday. Let's just use this one view here. It's Monday. So Tuesday, I think both trades I took in the morning. So here's my original entry on Tuesday in the morning. So high traded through, beautiful, exactly what I'm looking for. So I was looking for a short entry right here for them to take out these lows at minimum, with a 80 tick, whatever the high of that was. But it was getting close to market open, 9:30, and I decided not to hold it because sometimes, they can wick and do things. I chose to close it, but it would have worked out beautifully right there. But on the other hand, I had another opportunity for a short that I closed at 10:34, and I opened it at uh, 15:015. This is my first desire for an entry. So 15:015, I was waiting for. So we had a shift here. Let's see what I did with it. 15:015. I think right around here is my entry. And then I wrote it down to take out these lows. 14.9 something. Now, what was I looking for, right? So let's see. We had a shift here. We had this fair value gap that I was expecting to be a inversion, well, to be resistance, right? We got shift, we came back up into the order block, so I was waiting to see the behavior. And we had another shift down, so I was expecting a drop. So somewhere in here, after this drop, I was expecting like an entry at like this order block right here. Something like that. Hold on. Because I'm not seeing what I saw that made perfect sense. Because my entry was at 15,015. Wish it would tell me. Let's look at the history. Hang on. And make sure I have the right orders. And it's kind of ridiculous if I can't see what I want, right? And you are in the way. Go this way. Let's move you up here, template. Okay, so on the 22nd, right. Okay, my take profit was hit. So place the entry at 10, limit order, 5 contracts at 10/28/07. Sorry, so let's see what we were looking at. 10/28. So after this shift. 10/28. Right, okay. So in here. So I must have been cycling further down. Where am I? Should have just run back to the replay. Run. So I was looking for 160 basically, like back. All right, so we failed to make a higher high here, then we shifted 10/28. So fair value gap 10/28, 1505, 1550. Let me just drop this here. What was I looking at? 1515, somewhere around here. 10/28, and then it dropped. So I was looking for 160 ticks approximately. So shift. There had to have been a fair value gap somewhere around here. Because I got it there at 10:30. Look at this order. I placed it at 10/28. Closed it at 10/28. Stop loss. It's 14,794. 14. What? Am I crazy? 14,974. Jeez, the heck. 14,974. So I was looking for 5 ticks. So we had a shift. What did I see on the lower time frame? There had to have been a fair value gap that I was using as the reason for entry. So let's recap why we did this. Must be on the 1 minute. Let's see here. Okay, so there it is. So with that shift below here, I was looking at, and now I gotta put this back. Is that the right thing? Shift down. Obviously took the entry here. Kind of crazy that I'm trying to figure out why I took it. I'm trying to zoom in. They fully disrespected this order block, which is I think what I was waiting for. And then this was acting as resistance. So I just took this and then made sure my stop was above here, probably. Then I was aiming for 60 ticks, basically. I got a little more, obviously, 474 something. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm also seeing that so higher traded through. We have a breaker right here. So I was looking at how they were behaving around the order block around the breaker, and then Nothing else except for this thing. As long as my stop was above that, it's good. And then it just kind of dropped like a stone beautifully. Because I'm finding like this high, lower high shifted through is also a very good uh when it comes to shorting, it's a good it's one of it's a good what's the word I'm looking at? Format. I don't know. Um, the word isn't coming to me. Not feeling that great myself, I actually. But anyway, and then the next day, because I was looking at that and the fact that we didn't take out this high. So I was like, all right, we're continuing down. Cool. I'm gonna wait for a nice shift and confirmation of this Visi turned inversion fair value gaps, and I think they would come back up to there. So I was like, cool, let's take it right here and go. Just trying to be strategic and not be so particular about um pricing, about entries. So then the next day though, get out of that. So then the next day on so my thoughts was Monday, Tuesday, we'd go up, take some stuff, and then maybe make the high of the week on Tuesday, but that's not what happened, is it? Go back up here. Need to get over here. So then Wednesday, I was mostly expecting over here. I waited for some the drop to complete, and then I took a long at 10 based on a 1 minute structure. So let's take a look at that. And then of course I got closed. Um, then I had to leave, I think. That was okay, yeah. Okay. Right. Was that Wednesday or Thursday? The 24th. Sorry. Thursday. Wrong day. Wednesday I was out doing stuff for my mom. I'd be at the hospital, all this fun stuff. Okay, not fun stuff. So Thursday, yeah, here. This is where I screwed up. But understanding, so I thought perhaps they were just repricing all of this, and then I was waiting for a particular setup to form, which it sort of did. We got a high, high, low, lower, low, traded through. So I took a long here, and you know, basically, I was just looking for the retracement, right? So I took a long here. Oops, wrong one. And I had my stop, what, 80 ticks below here, this one. But I was watching what they were going to do, right? So somewhere just shy of the 40. I was just looking for a small retracement back up 160 ticks. That was my main goal, you know? So something just above there. And so I watched, they went up a little bit. And then as this candle was coming out and they were like disrespecting that, I got out because, you know, obviously I got out. So I was like, nope, they're not, it's not a good play. And then obviously, boom. So I'm finding that I need to, for the most part, grab my setups on like the 5 minutes, like shifts are like the best ones to work with. And what I should have recognized as well is the behavior around this city with other bodies respecting it. So on the 1 minute, if once this shift happened right here, beautiful. my next thought was to take a short somewhere there, right? And my stop would have had to be about that, something like that. Or that's, assuming they gave me an opportunity. I don't think, I would have waited for this and then, you know, come up like that. Nice shift. Never gave us the opportunity to get in on that action. And I'm not the best yet at recognizing. Yeah. So there we go. Missed opportunity, but this is really where the entry would have been, right? Like once we saw them, come back in here, respect this, should have gone in for an entry there and then just wrote it down. But this is something that's, as get older, we just learn more things as we get better at it. I had a ton of really good setups for Monday that I should have taken. Um, and then Friday, with all of the FOMC chats throughout the morning, I chose not to take anything. But, saw some nice opportunities on the 1 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute and see if it looks as juicy, you know? So this slow return. Now, first things first, we have a beautiful breaker right here, right? It's high, higher high, traded through. Beautiful breaker that came in, dropped back into this CB, BISI, sorry, and then slowly started to make their way back up. So first thing was, honestly, once they broke this low right here, an entry here to continue down would have been fine. So if you look at that on the 1 minute, right? I had laid out. So on the 1 minute, we had a high, higher high, traded through. Any return into some sort of, well, you can see the respect of the higher time frame breaker right here. But look at this. Nothing here, nothing here. When we had this shift here, we have this guy if we wanted to, and then just make sure that we're above those highs. Too much, honestly, with all of the activity up here, I probably would have wanted to take it right there and then just had my 80 tick stop right there. And then something to come down there or to the cells that I had marked out. And we had the midnight opening price. Nice. They traded above it. Not the easiest, I think, on this lower time frame because we don't have a shift until here. And this fair value gap right here would have been nice, except they never came back up into it. So I would have wanted to see the behavior here shift, respecting it. Then I would have wanted something above it as a thing, which would have worked beautifully. The return though, nice. Order blocks. The wick right here would have looked at constant crouch for that wick. And then we had a nice, once it hit it, it shifted. We had a fair value gap right here, put our stop above it, write it back down to this guy. Not bad. All right, well, let's oh, and then what time is it? It's the lunchtime. So we're seeing there's a consistent, push upwards, right? So for this SIBI, I was expecting them to return back down. I was looking for them to return back down into it and then roll back up into the breaker. Something like that. Take out that high. It's why it's there. So you see that work would have worked out beautifully for a nice 280. And then we see them like for the PM session, just climb up. I was expecting them to take this buy side up, but they never quite made it up there. I'm curious to see, so we had a low, lower low, shifted through. So they did come back into top of this breaker on this candle right here, but then immediate rebalance and then so I would have been looking for an entry at the top of this BISI turned well, I guess it's not an inversion fair value gap. It was for here, but once it's tapped it here and took off, would have been looking for either the C of this wick right here or the top, which they didn't bother to come back down into. And then on the afternoon, was it 350? I wouldn't have taken this, but I was like, high, higher, high. We shifted through. Actually, this is the shift through right here because there's no short term anything until we get here. So they shifted through here. But I think on the 1 minute, let's cycle through. 3 minutes, nothing. 2 minutes, yeah. So we had this right here. I was thinking inside of here. They'd barely shifted through right there. So like potential short right here. I have 160 ticks. That's all I was looking for. And that would have worked out beautifully. But the time, 3:42 for the entry, not bad. And then on the 1 minute, it's a little even more obvious with this lower high formed. Shift, fair value gap, wait for it to come back into it, drop. Anyway, that's what I was looking for that. So let's open up another window and let's start some back testing like Truffle. Let's use ES for this one. And I'm going to use the continuous contract. And let's look at the monthly. Let's take a look at the monthly and see what we're working with here. Okay, so we had a higher high. So we had a breaker right here. Still inside of that puppy. Propulsion block right here that we've respected the high out quite well. Bearish propulsion block, for being honest. And the monthly candle has been slowly digging into this fair value gap down here. Okay. All right, so let's go to the weekly. So on the weekly, see a nice shift right here. Return into this fair value gap and then a nice rejection of it within this order block. Beautiful drop right there. Took that out. Complete and utter disrespect of this bullish order block, just solidifying the downtrend. And for this general week, we haven't taken out the highs here. Well, actually we did. Yeah, a little bit. Almost made practically equal highs there. I don't know. So right now, we've been like coming down. This propulsion block has been fully disrespected, so I'm personally expecting it to continue down to take in some of these, the BISIs, the fair value gap BISIs down here. This volume imbalance down here could be a nice draw. Let's go to the daily. All right, so yeah. So these two candles really surprised me because my expectation was for it to dig up into this right here. And in all honesty, like I was kind of expected it to come to this order block and then drop. I mean, it did. So I wasn't really watching ES much, some trading. But look at how it respected the 0.75, like the base of this, and then dang, that's pretty precise looking, isn't it? Anyway, if I were a daily entry, I would have been like here with a stop above here, aiming for these lows. Well, actually aiming for these lows. I'd probably still be in this trade if I was a long-term trader, which I'm not. So utilize it from a day trading perspective though, where it's knowing where it's drawing into. So I was somewhat surprised, but then I remembered the Nvidia news. I was at the hospital with my mom on Wednesday, so I didn't really do anything with this day's trades. On Thursday, I didn't know what to expect, and like I said, I was looking for some sort of entry, and I took that short and realized I was wrong and got out, and then didn't take anything else. And then Friday, I just chose to tape read it because of all the news. Gotta get used to that volatility. Anyway, so let's get down to the brass tacks of um so let's go backwards. No, that's stupid. Let's start with Monday. Let's go with this. It's Friday. It's Monday. Okay, let's start here. Let's see what we would have done. What do we have? Let's go to the 1 hour actually. All right, where are we? So it's Monday. I'm personally expecting higher prices on Monday. Digging into this order block right here. Let's go to 15-minute. All right, so what do we have? What time is it? It's 9:30. Let's see what they do at 9:30. All right, so what do we have? Higher, traded through. We see London's lows are down here. What do we have to work with? So put you back down here. Okay, so we have the PM highs from the previous days for buy side right there. And then another one up here. So I'm just going to do this. Two sets of highs to play with. Order blocks and things in the way. And then we've got, that's pretty close. I'm just going to go sell side down here as a goal. And let's figure out where midnight opening price is for Monday. Right there. Let's just note that. So midnight opening price. Zoom in. Oh, dropped pretty good there. All right, cool. So we've got 8:15 dropping like a stone. Let's look at this on the 5 minutes. All right, I'm expecting higher prices Monday, Tuesday, digging up into stuff. So let's go back up here and let's note what we have. We're inside of this fair value gap on the 1 hour. This city. Just want to see it disrespect if we're going to continue on up. 1 hour. Okay. Go back to our 5 minute. All right, so we'll watch what the 9:30 does. So 9:30 climbing up, we've got these highs, that guy up there. All right, so if I'm looking for higher prices, we drop in on the 9:30, see how they respect the 1 hour. 9:50. Okay, so 9:55. We got 10 o'clock. All right. So for 9:30, this is mildly confusing. This setup doesn't look like anything to me. And we've just taken out those highs. So we have a low, lower, low traded through. So we do have, what is a breaker down here? Did it tap that? Let's see. So I have a bullish breaker right here on the 15-minute. Okay. And midnight opening price, my preference would be for them to drop below this into this or this propulsion block right here and then continue back up. The sell side's pretty close though, so let's see. All right, so let me also note that right below here is a fair value gap me see on the 15-minute as well. So I didn't trade ES at all, so I don't know what it's going to do. So, all right, so there's all of that in the way. We've got this one, so my general desire would be like tap that and go if we're going up. So let's see what we do. So I'm continuing on the 5-minute. Okay. We take this off so we know it's 10 o'clock already. See what we have. We've taken out all this. There's buy side up here. I'm just watching. Okay. So along with this thing, we also have this C. I want to see how they behave inside of it. On the 5-minute. Slight shift there. So I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Are we respecting the base of this thing? We got a high, higher high. We haven't traded through this. So if we're respecting this low, then we're going to continue on up. So minutes. All right. We just took that low out. I like that. So we have high, higher high. We just traded through that. So there is a potential for a short. Coming in. Now, just using this as a bellwether chart, do we have a fair value gap that is above this breaker right here, this bearish breaker? A little bit of one right there. So my general desire would be something like this. 20 tick stop like that. And write it down to the midnight opening price like that. Something like that. All right, so then we shifted through. I'm going to drop to the 4 minutes. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 1 minute. All right, so it might not give us the opportunity to go back up. So let's see what it does. All right, so it just drops into the breaker for what I'm looking for, what I'm expecting along. So just below the midnight opening price. 20. Let's see. Okay. To go back up. Let's see. See that what the reaction is in down here. Without that dead, we're not getting that. Okay, it's coming in. It's a draw. All right, we're into it. All right, so I need to see some respect. All right, what's going on? Bugs. This is what's going on. By the way, I'm outside. It is amazing out here. Okay, so we've dropped down nicely into this bullish area. I'm bullish. So what should I have done when it tapped it the first time? Actually, so if I like do this and buy, okay? So let's see. Hold on. Let's hold that for a second. How do I, oh, right here. Okay, so we're using 5 contracts for this, right? All right, say we're buying right here. So see how we would have done if we just taken that. But finding out you have to like spend more time and look at the wicks. I'm feeling good about this so far. The wicks are respecting that fair value gap. Okay. So my general expectation at minimum is for them to come back up into this one, maybe take this high out. Let's see. Because the behavior, the wicks are telling me it's not trying to go back up. We take out, and we're respecting it nicely. All right. Top the breaker. Now, the other thing I could have done on this 1 minute, seeing this behavior right here, is wait for a fair value gap to enter. And I find ES to be a lot more sluggish and annoying. Now, this candle right here, I'm watching the behavior around it. But I like what I'm seeing. Okay, let's look at this on the 5 minute. Okay. This deceive right here. I'll watch it very carefully. So I don't like that. So this is the last line of defense. If we bust through it, then I am wrong. And look at the way that looks. That's a strong looking candle. So I'm gonna flatten here and reevaluate. Go back up to the 5 minute. So this looks like utter crap. But it's still respecting the midnight opening price. So let's see if we get a better setup. All right, so we've rolled up. We did take out this short-term high right here. I don't know that I like it very much. It's still just going sideways inside of here. So, yeah. No touchy. So I'm still waiting to see what they're doing. Oh, okay. So they dropped. So they're going for that sell side now. Well, now that we've busted out of here, I don't like the setup. I might wait until they take this. What time is it? It's after 11. So this is literal just garbage right here. Because once it tapped here, shifted above, should have just kept going up, but it didn't. So, oh, this literal garbage that we're working with, I don't like it. So let's see if they choose to come take out this low here. Because it's so close, why wouldn't they, right? And this is turned into resistance. So there's literally no reason why I shouldn't be able to take a short from here to at minimum take that low out, you know? And then just have a pretty tight stop right above there, you know? Why are they always so ginormous at a lower time frame? It's very annoying. So, yeah. So that's a nice return. Let's see if they do it. I'm not taking it because there we go. Now the actual London lows is right under here, not here. So they've already taken that. So they don't have to do anything they don't want to. Yeah. Like looking at the 5 minutes, that's a good bellwether for me. Now here's what I would need. This high taken out for me to be sure they're continuing on up. That would follow my model. And there it is, right there. But, you know, beautiful. Like taking the lows out, continuing down. Like I said, I didn't trade ES, so no idea about this. So now they'd have to shift above here for me to be happy. Okay. All right. So now we have a low, lower low, traded through. All right. So I'm going to delete that. And my new bullish breaker is right here. What time is it? So they're going to run for liquidity. They've already taken stuff here. So my general And do we have a fair value gap and discount? Looks like we do. That Reaper. All right, so my general desire for a long would be right about here to go up that way. A 20 pick stop right there, something like that. Let's see if they do that. Use the 5 minutes, see if they allow us any opportunity. Let's see, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I mean, I also have to take the midnight opening price into account as well. So we'll do this and see how they behave when they come back down to it. It could just as easily repel price, you know? I've been watching it do that for a while now. And there's an order block right here. See if we get that. Fair value gap right here. Still waiting. Huh. Didn't take that out yet. If it does, then it's probably not coming back down. Okay. All right, so we've shifted, so we're not coming back down. So let's see if we can get this. All right, so fair value gap right there. And I'm looking for this buy side up here. Let's see if we can do that. Let's buy here. See how well that works for us. Well, it's kind of like chasing it, right? Well, we shifted out of there, so maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so what do we have? The midnight opening price. So let's see. Let's see the behavior around this candle since we did shift out of there. So far we are, I'm just going to draw this out. This order block right here. See how we're just gonna make it a green. See how we're behaving around it. I like the way the candles are behaving, so still on side then. Beautiful. And I'm looking for them to, what time is it? So we do have this busy right here. So let's see if we can get up to about 40 ticks. Let's see. Let's see if we can double our monies. All right. And I'm probably missing like something they're digging into. So we have the order block here. We see the behavior. I want to see it fully disrespected. If it's meandering around it, then I'll probably close it. Oh, like that. Like that right there. But we have this volume imbalance that was drawing it. And this order block as our bellwether. If this doesn't work, then if it doesn't respect it, then I'm out E5,000. Okay. Still looking at it. All right. I'm bullish. So I'm starting to learn to chillax, you know? All right, we just need to just continue on up here. I don't like the pause there, but let's watch it. And let's look at this on the 5 minute. What are we doing? Ugh, that's gross. What is that? I mean, seriously, what is that? So given the behavior on the 5 minutes, I don't know. I would just put my stop right here. I would put my stop right there and just see what happens. I don't like that it made a lower low here. So we'll see how it behaves in this guy here. And the volume imbalance, if it disrespects it, closes below it. Yeah. I'm gonna flatten and reevaluate because this is like a gross uptrend with a lower short-term high here. I don't know. I don't like it. So, and we seem to be respecting this, but I wait to see what they're gonna do again. Right. So this what time's 1:10, so I'm gonna wait for like the afternoon to give me 1:15. There's that continuation up. So we never disrespected just this back and forth bullshit and like that at all. So what do we have on the 5 minutes? We have a higher high, handily traded through, but bullish. So I'm gonna see what they do up here. This one. Fair value gap. Yeah. We're bullish. Bullish on the day, you know. So it's 155. So if we're bullish on the day, we got this guy. I want to see how they behave with it to go take out that buy side. I don't like the way I don't like the way this moves, if I'm being honest. Like it's not my favorite. I had a lot of problems with ES, but you gotta learn to trade it, right? So there's nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing until we come all the way down here. And I'm looking for a fair value gap that will hold things up. So we'll see the behavior. All right. 155. All right, so we still, whatever. So let's look at the lower time frames. So we came to this order block right here. And we are respecting this order block. So if it comes back down here, I will buy right there. Okay. And we're looking to go up here with a 20 tick stop. All right. All right. This is our bellwether midpoint. See how it respected it right there? So let's move this way. All right. So we head in for this. Now, can use see how far up we can go. So I'm bullish. So let's see if we can get to point 2. Let's see. Once we get to here, I'll be moving my stop to break even. I expect I wanted to just plow through that, but it's can act as some kind of resistance. What do we have for it to come back down into? Got this order block right here, tiny thing. So minimum, I expect it retracement down there. But this tiny fair value gap is holding things up. Let's see if we can get through here. All right. See the behavior at this order block. And fair value gap. Expecting this to hold things full price. If they bust through that, then I would probably close. All right. Beautiful. It's looking good. All right, let's time of it 241. Okay. I like the behavior. I've decided my last line of defense is this fair value gap right here with this order block. If we close below that, then if we close below this order block, then I will be looking to close this. So I don't like that. I said I was going to do that, so let's do that. So far, so not great. What time is it? 2:25. So still time for me to uh, make a decision about what's happening. So let's zoom out. Yeah. Let's zoom out. Can't brighten this anymore. Okay. Let's zoom out so we get a view of what's happening here. So we're still inside of this breaker right here, but I'm bullish. There's this buy side right up here. So I still feel like we're going up, but given my own personal rules, I don't trust it. So what I would be doing here is looking to see what it does with this order block and this fair value gap on the 5-minute. So respecting it, start on for 1 minute. But let's see. So we made a higher low here. I would potentially, but we're still inside of this thing. I need to break out of here. Oh, nice. There we go. If it taps it one more time, then let's see, what's the range on this thing? 17 takes to that. What did I say about this low to that high? It's funny, we're still on the Monday, right? We haven't even tried to do Tuesday or anything. So 1.5, 2. What's in the general vicinity over here? There's fair value gap up here. So let's see if they want to dig up. It's the end of the day. All right, so let's see. We get if that gives us an opportunity. All right, so I'm gonna buy right here, and so if they tap that one more time, I expect them to just keep it moving, you know. Volume imbalance right here. That's expected behavior. Continue on up. It's sloppy though, you know. It's sloppy. So we've just crested that. See what we get. I want them to continue on up. See this fair value gap right here. And what time is it? It's 2:50. So let's see if we get, it's like I'm bullish, so let's see if they use this fair value gap to continue on up. Spin it on 5-minute. Like an immediate rebalance on the 5-minute. Okay, like given that we're sort of expecting it to play around in here. See this order block. Probably should have just taken the money and run. But using this fair value gap right here with the order block. Let's see. Testing to see if it would go to the 2, right? So there we go. Expect to use it as support or resistance, I should say. All right. So we've hit the 1.5. Nice. My, not gonna lie, my stop loss will be right here at this point because, you know, I'm good. It's all good. I'll take fate the 100. All right, we made a new shift here. We got a volume imbalance right there. It's 150. We're coming back down. I'm gonna flatten because I'll take it. I feel like it's gonna hit my stop. Oh, it didn't. Oh, going up. Made a lower high there. Still bullish though, so there it is. Hasn't made it to the 2. I think on this next run here. Just barely. We shifted lower. They didn't want to get it. See? On this run right here. Yeah, right there. So what time was that? 3:40. So we're getting close on the 3:50 macro. So time matters. But I would be fine with my 208 for the day on Monday. All right, so let's get up out of here and let's clean this up. Let's see what we would have been able to do on Tuesday. Like the ES wasn't very nice, if you ask me. Right. So I was also expecting a bullish day on Tuesday. So expecting prices to dig up. Given the all right. Huh? What happened? Oh, sorry. Messed that up. Replay. Tuesday. Minutes. I need to use this thing. Okay. So what do we have? We have a low, lower low traded through here. We do have this juicy bullish breaker on the 15 minutes with a fair value gap and an order block right inside of it. Juicy. So note that. It's a nice busy. Make sure I know which time frame everything is coming from. I said I did not trade this, so I do not know. And I am going to note this bullish order block on the 15 minute as well. Yeah, hungry. All right, so what do we have? We have a higher high traded through here. So we also have a bearish order block, and we have busted right through that puppy. What time is it? We've been dropping copiously on the 9:30. So if I'm being honest, like I'm looking for an entry right at the top of this puppy. Give me like a reason to go long from here. There's an order block there to take out, those highs, minimum, something like that. Drop down to 5 minutes. And if my 20 ticks up right there. All right, so that is sell side being taken right here, the London lows coming up on it. Note that. And where did we open up for midnight? Ooh. So midnight opening price is right here. So it would be weird for them to drop below it, do some stuff, and then go back up. All right, let's see what we do. All right, it's 10 a.m. We just took this out. There's all of this. Midnight's here. I mean, I'm expecting them to continue on now. All right, so we're doing some sideways stuff at sell side. Fair value gap right here. All right. So would that be the silver bullets? So I'm wondering. Still not very good at that silver bullet thing. It's a fair value gap that's formed. It's a city. So if we behave in here, we drop, rotate back. Maybe we can get a quick short down into the breaker, something like that. I want to see the behavior here. Let's go. Well, we are coming back up, so. Oh, hello. Okay, so this right here, once we dropped below here again and tapped it, would have been where I would have wanted to take the short from. So let's drop down to 1 minute, see what this looks like. Ugh. Here, it's already done this, and we're here. Okay. I'm not gonna chase price. I expect it to fall from here. Yeah. We're at the midnight opening price. I'll let it come down here once it long from here. But, just for funsies. So we see it drop. Fair value gap right there. So boom, sell right there. Nice. And let's see what this looks like. See if we're aiming just for midnight. We're just aiming just for the midnight opening price. What's that, 27 ticks? No, it's not enough. But once we hit midnight, nice. I want to see the behavior. My stop would be right above here. But I'm going for this breaker. All right, flattened, beautiful. So I would have taken the 312 there and been happy with that short. But that's the silver bullet behavior right here. Shift, beautiful. Retrace back into this thing and go. All right, so now we're at a point where I am interested. We're below midnight opening price. I am interested to see if we can either get down to here or I need to take a long from here. We're below midnight opening price, so let's watch the behavior here. I'm looking for a long. It's got to give me some indications, right? Okay. So if I'd set my limit order, right? So I want to take this, so limit order. So if I set my limit order to here, boom, right? And then I would be aiming for all of that right there. We're at midnight. So we're here, fair value gap. What time is it? 10:38? Okay, let's say I'm crazy, but I don't want to be crazy. I want to be methodical, right? 5 minutes. Okay, so I am bullish. I'm expecting a nice reaction from here. I guess it would have to take out these highs for me to continue being bullish. Let's stay on the 5 minute and watch it. I needed to completely disrespect and turn this into city. Because then we could have taken a short back from here, but again, you can take this off for now. You know what we're looking for. Right. So came out down here. So we made another short-term high here. So instead, if it takes this one out or makes a lower high, higher low here, then I'll be happy. Okay. All right, cool. So I'm going to do this. Go on for 1 minute and see what structure we've got going on here. So we've got a low, lower low. We haven't traded through it. Order block. Yeah, I need to see it. We're just meandering about here. I don't like it. So this order block, we're respecting it. Meandering about the sell side. That doesn't look too juicy for me. What time is it? 11:35, so I'm not touching it. All right, so we're coming back under midnight. And we're now digging into this thing. So my general desire was for down here. Let's see, we're going to run for liquidity. Let's see. Okay, so we've taken out that low. Anybody who went long from there. Right. So we're just watching. We didn't take anything out, so of course we're continuing short. 12.10, so I'm just going to wait. So we're into here with the order block. My preference would be for this, that, okay. And then we can start writing it up like so. But I'm going to wait and see the behavior. We got to take out like a short-term high. So I'm going to wait until after the lunchtime. And see how they behave. So now, what time is it? It's 1 o'clock. It's going to wait. Just tap that again. I'm sure there's a lot of nice, beautiful shorting opportunities in the middle of all of this. Okay, so we have a low, lower low. Honestly, this Bissy right here, sorry, Sibby right here, if I can see them disrespected, then we're coming down to the order block. What time is it? 1:50. Okay. So right now, it's 2 o'clock. We're respecting this. Let's look at it here. We have a short-term high here that I would be okay. Low, lower low, higher low. Let's see. Waiting. Ooh. All right. I mean, we're caught between a rock and a hard place. We taking this out? We need them to disrespect that. There we are. All right, so we've taken that high out. I'm gonna drop to the 1 minute here. 5 minute. So my general desire would be for a long, probably from the base of this, see what they give us as a fair value gap to work with on the 5 minutes, like that, with a 20 tick stop, and we're below midnight, so I'm happy to go for the AM highs. So let's see. Oof, volume imbalance right there. So let's do that. And let's cycle 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, we'll just you. Okay. All right. So we also look at time is it 2:30 something? Let's see what they do. I don't think they're coming back down. We also have this high traded through. This would be a bearish breaker, but I'm bullish in this moment, and we're inside of this thing. I want this to turn into support, so if it taps it one more time, then here we come. Beautiful. I'm going to buy right there. Okay. Let's get a lot of this out. So I want that to be that. Okay, so now we've bought there. I need it to, oh, it really did bother to come back in on that. So see how we're at. So where's 20 ticks on this? Still good. Probably should have waited for that to see if it was going to give us that. But still within my thing. If it disrespects this, then I'm just going to be tapped out. We're at the halfway point. About to be stopped out. I'll respect up. There I am. So flatten. So I'm done. But I still believe in the trade. So I'm going to buy here. My entry was all messed up. Okay. So we can delete that. That's already gone. Let's see. I'm being silly. I'm just tired and hungry. So we return back this way. Sorry. So that's the 1 minute. Like that for now. So, oh, no, let's put it back for the 20-tick stop. It's down here below these lows. That's good. Let's aiming for this BISI up here. Let's see if we can get that. Okay. Right. Zoom in on that. Need to disrespect this like it's Swiss cheese. Nice. Use this as, I'd like it, the midpoint to be respected here. Okay. All right. Yes. Looking good. Beautiful. All right. So once it leaves this area here, where can we go? All right. So let's do 1 revolutions up. What's that? 71 ticks. Let's see if we can get that. Okay. All right. Stretch. All right. Cool. All right. So half a tick right there. Don't like this. This fair value gap. What time is it? 3:18. So it's not weird for it to come back into this fair value gap. Breaker. Oof. Okay, so should have definitely taken my money. But this needs to hold. If it doesn't, then I should have, we took out this high, waiting for the 350. So let's be cool. Let's be cool. Wait for it to come back up into this thing. And let's see where it's hanging out. Just came back into a discount. Again, still need this to stay where it is at the midpoint. And that doesn't look good, so I'm going to flatten there and just take it. The behavior on ES is gross. Or I should have just been aiming for this high and been content. High, higher high. So shift, we're inside this order block right here. Honestly, it's 320, right? If we stay inside of this thing, I'll still continue with the long. Came back to our entry. It's no good. It's not pretty at all. Yeah, so glad I got out. The long was good up till here. Didn't have enough juice to go that way. All right. Cool. So could have made more, but didn't. But I'm happy. Still in a positive for the day. All right, let's take a look at Wednesday. This guy right here. So I was out, so I couldn't trade it. So 2 minutes. Let's look at our AM sessions here. Okay. All right. So what do we have? Let's look at this PM session high as the buy side. This one as well. So back to up, Control Z. That one as well. It's right there. Okay, good. Where's the midnight opening price? Let's take that into account. What are we doing? Midnight opening price. Let's make sure we're good. That's there. There's that. Good. Okay. So what did we do? We took out London. low. Feels inherently bullish to me. Then we dropped into this BISI on the 15 minutes. BISI and order block. Okay. Low, lower, low, shifted through. Okay. So we have a nice little breaker right here. So bullish breaker on the 15 minute and no fair value gap, just this one below. So it would basically be the order block going up. All right. Let's see what we have at 9:30. Low, lower, low, traded through. So I don't like this. We wicked above that into this here. So, and there's a volume imbalance right here. So what time is it? It's 10. I don't know. Like, this looks pretty bullish for the moment. So this volume imbalance, let's see what's up here. Okay, 10 o'clock. So we took that out. And nothing, tiny thing here, nothing here. Okay. All right, so just 4, just a straight shot up, 3. So the only thing I can really think of is this. If we want to come back down to that and then ride it up to that. Let's see. Some other options down here. 2. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Balanced price delivery. 1. Little thing right there. All right, let's see. Coming down. Contest it. Ah, yes, there's all of this. Okay. Still waiting. They made a low here. Order block. Almost feels like it's not trying to go back up. Respecting this order block right here. So, and the buy side's up there. It's 10:27. 5 minutes. I don't like it. Okay. So it's just wait, right? So we have the short-term low for that to play out. If we're continuing lower. And very, very obvious we going up right here. So low, lower, low shifted through. So see if this bullish, we can take this off for now. See if this bullish breaker will give us a little something, something on the 1 minute. See what this looks like. 20 ticks right there. And let's see where equilibrium is, where we can get a bit of a discount. Almost feels like it's not going to give us an opportunity. Like just a little break right there. Let's start with 6-2. All right. Because the other thing is, we shifted out of here. We could just take this and go, you know. Let's see. So it looks like it's an IO Fed instead. And off we go. Okay, so the fair value gap is the better plan. Just so I can feel good about myself. I'm gonna just buy right here and just watch it. Now we have two of these, but so let's take a look at what we feel like it might go. Oh, twos right there. Anything? Almost. All right. Let's watch that. Okay. I think my thing is supposed to be 40 ticks. Stop. Because that's only $100, right? So 40 tick stop on that. And we're looking for 80 ticks. Yeah, that's the difference. Let's see. Fair value gap. See if that holds it up. Order block as the last line of defense there. Let's look at this in 5 minutes. This sideways bullshit. We need to like get up out of here. There we go. All right. So at this point, I would move my stop to break even, or honestly, just below this low, so I can like preserve some capital. So stop loss, because I'm at 212, right? So let's do that. And let's do this in the 5 minutes. Getting tired. Coming back down. This propulsion block right here, this is like digging about halfway through this. I want to see this hold. If they take out more than, body-wise, more than half of that, then I'm wrong and they're not. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna flatten because they took out the propulsion block. All right. Should have waited with this one. That's okay. All right, we got a little fair value gap here that we can use for an entry. So for them to continue on up, let's see. Let's do a 20 tick stop right there. All right. Buy. Let's see. From right. Continuation. Sorry, let's look at this in the 1 minute for being silly. Right now, I'm expecting this order block, this to hold, this BISI to hold price. Might be getting tired. Let's see. All right. All right, so from this entry right here, so we're looking for 80 ticks. Okay. All right. Something like that. Let's see. Okay. This is acting as resistance at the moment. What time is it? Oof. It's going to run for liquidity. So I'm probably wrong. Where is the nearest liquidity? So I'm going to flatten here just so we can, with that. And let's get some clarity. So I expect it to run for liquidity. Right. So there we go, going up. Do we have any reason to get right here? Beautiful. It's already run up, guys, so I don't know if it's going to continue. Maybe we'll come back in the afternoon. Something like that. 20 tick stop. Going for this guy, approximately. All right, so I also need to know, since we did just form, where the equilibrium is. Oh, beautiful. Oops. All right, let's see if they give us an entry. Oh, beautiful. Let's buy that. All right. This order block should be holding it up. Beautiful. Nice, nice. Oh, we're on the 4 minute. Sorry about that. I realized we're doing that. And let's just do this. So we're like grinding our way up. All right. We were looking for that originally, so let's see. Expecting this, so let's go. Very nice on the 5 minutes. What does that look like on the 1 minute? It's very annoying. All right, so now that we've left this area here. All right, so the 2 is just above that, so let's aim for that. So we're at the 1. It's in the general vicinity of this thing. So that's the 5 minutes. Let's see what else is up here. Oh, oops. That's where that high is actually. Okay, so we're at the 1, 256. We've only taken that. How many ticks is that? 42? You know what? Let me be conservative for the moment. No. Let's learn to ride this out. So we're going up to there. 624. Let's ride it up. Coming up. I'm gonna have to flatten here because it's coming here, coming up, and then come down. And it did tap the 2. I just wasn't almost. Let's see, the high of this candle is 44.56. Actually, it did tap the 2. Yeah, so we would have gotten that nicely. I don't know if it would have exited us because it didn't go like a tick above it. So what time is it? 2:15. No joke. If we were going to be extra, I'd want to see this support it and reject it and then come back up for some more juiciness right here. So let's see the behavior. All right. I like that. Halfway point is being respected. I'm gonna buy here again. I probably would have just taken my winnings for the day and been okay. And I'm just looking for them to take 40 ticks, something like that. Let's see. Ooh. Shakira's about to give away her money. About to give it away. 20 ticks. If it closes below this, then I'm done. And there we go. Have your money back. For this rain. So in truth, I wouldn't have taken a second trade. But I'm curious to see if this would actually work. Acting as resistance. Yeah, it is. See here. All right, so with that, we get a fair value gap right here. Come back down, I'd buy right there. Okay. With just taking out that high. Expecting the midpoint. Alrighty. Well, this is how you know I am all kinds of wrong on that one. Look at that. Well, just this order block's holding things up. Oh, oh, is this the Nvidia news right here? Okay, I was just curious to see how ICT traded that. So it's literally the same thought I had, which is, are we respecting this, the midpoint, take it from there and then go. Nice. All right, I'm just gonna flatten that just so I can feel good about myself. Because I wouldn't have, like I wouldn't have been in any trade after four, but that would be a nice view. Okay. All right, let's look at Thursday on NQ. I mean on ES. That's the Thursday. That surprised me a bit. What am I doing? Replay. Thursday. Oh, it's time for breakfast. How long is this video so far? Ooh, hour and a half. All right, last day. All right, let's see what the AM session looked like on this. It's 10 o'clock. Whoa. 5 minutes. So 9:25, so 9:45, 9:50. This is weird. All right, where are we going? All right, so we had those already taken, so it's relative equal lows right here. So some sell side down here. Some sell side down here. This is in hindsight that I'm doing this. I would only be aiming for the first one. But let's see. And the London high is the buy side. That would be in question. And where's the midnight opening price? Right here. So midnight opening price, so far we haven't had to use it. Ooh, we just went full screen. All right, there we are, midnight opening price. All right, so what have we got here? So my screen just went full screen without me knowing it. So we have this BISI turned inversion fair value gap. And it is just about to be 10 o'clock. It's all this mess right here, which makes it a balanced price range. It's a lot of back and forth, back and forth. So just make sure this is accurate. Great. Okay. So wow. Run. Okay, so it's pretty it's 10 o'clock. So he took this buy side out right there, order block. We got a higher traded through. So we do have a bearish breaker right there. I'm gonna keep it on the 5 minute. Oh, just blasted it right back down. So back on the 4, 3, 2, and 1. I like the 3 minute maybe. So it's the 4 minutes. Okay, so took that low out. Fair value gap there. 5 minutes. All right, so with that very, 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 very very, very juicy. So BISI, it's completely disrespected on the 5 minutes. So I'm looking to see if this can become resistance so that I might take a short from it. I think my stop's supposed to be like 40 ticks, if I'm being honest. $200 risk for $400 gain approximately. So 80 ticks, something like that. Let's see if we get that. All right. So let's see if we stop to the 1 minute. See if we have some sort of return into that. Maybe some other fair value gap. All right, we can take that off for now. So what time is it? We can take this out. Purple. It's 10:10. We've taken that out, so all good. If I were to consider any kind of, we'd need to see a green candle on this. Okay. Any return to anything up here. Okay. All right. It's a very strong. Continue. This seems to be holding price down. So zoom in to be able to see all of that. We're close to the sell side. I'm thinking I want them to come back up, but what if I'm wrong? And this is as far as they go. That happens to me a lot. Still going down. Okay. It did tap where I wanted it to. And then dropped. So close to sell side. So volume imbalance right here. And then just waterfalls. This is an opportunity right there. Okay, so let's say we sell short from here. Stop above here. So I'm supposed to be doing a 40 tick stop. And can we get down to 80? It's a pretty big down day. Oh. See the behavior around it. What time is it? 11 o'clock? We're just hanging out inside of this space. Come on. Yay. There we go, getting our 80 ticks. What is waterfalling? Like, I feel like I should just try any down close candle to stop above it. If it gets past the halfway point, then go. No. Because otherwise, I haven't seen a better way to trade this type of day. All right, so that worked out. Let's see, we have, so we can get rid of that. Actually, I'm just gonna repurpose it. That low right there. Probably going for some bigger time frame, like, let's go to the 1 hour. Do we have like a bigger time frame? Well, here's something juicy. It's been holding price. It's busy right here. So, let's see. Ah, got a return. So 1 o'clock. Still a down day. 5 minutes. All right, so what do? We took that out, sort of. Shift below that, so I'm looking for a short. High, traded through. It's the breaker. Let's see my 40 tick stop. And, ooh, I can get 80 down there. So let's see if we get some sort of, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so let's do that. And look up there. Let's see if we can't get an entry right up there. Let us. It's fast. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to sell here. Sorry, since we've already got my entry's already been taken. Okay, looks like it would give us another opportunity up there. So I'm assuming I would have, okay, it needs to take that out. Continue. All right. Got this low to contend with. $115. Okay. All right, coming down. Nice. I'm in bounds right here. My stop would be at break even at this point. Okay. So got this on the 5-minute. It's falling in balance right there. Like I said, my stop's at break even. So, ooh, it's getting close. All right. It wouldn't have taken me out. Well, technically, my entry would be up here. So, took out that low. Let's see. Oh. So, this is where my stop is. High or low? What time is it? 2 o'clock? Hmm. It's rolling back up. Don't like it. Hmm. All right, let's flatten and reassess. What time is it? It's 2:10. What do we have? We just have this Bissy right here. Or maybe I can get Sibby. I was keep seeing the wrong word. So I'll just wait. Form something useful. Because we've already taken that low out. We're expecting this. Okay, let's see. 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't like it. It needs to take out something juicy. Okay, there we go. So let's see if we get a fair value gap we can enter from. Right there. All right, so would this be worth it? Or just stay with what we got for the day? So my stop would just need to be right above here. And we're coming down here. Let's see. So if we're to sell here. Where could have waited. All right, me too. This doesn't look good. It's like 5 minutes. Yeah, so it should have just taken that out. So I would flatten here. And let's go back to the 5 minutes. So we have a higher high traded through. So we would technically have a breaker here. Which we got right there. There. And then that should just drop. It's messy. I don't like it. So still inside the breaker. Right there. Beautiful. Maybe to the end of this is what I'd be looking for. And there you have it. Get it. All right. Let's look at the 4 minutes. See how close that looks. Two minutes. 4 minutes. All right. All right, party people. I think that's good for me for the moment. I can't believe it's already 11. It's definitely time for some breakfast. So happy trading. I hope your week was good. I'm personally very happy with my week's trades, where I'm still in a profit right there. So, whoops. Fix that. All right. So I'm gonna go relax for the day. Y'all have a beautiful day, and I hope you're trading safe. August is almost done, so we're out of this weird behavior month and on to September. It's a beautiful day to be outside, no joke. Oh, so nice. Anyway, be safe. Shakira out.